we think about Beachbody and even the goals that OP just had us set out, we had to set out 3 goals. When we were talking about the 3 Lives Club, we're talking about 3. There's something magical about the number 3. Probably the mythology, and if I had been slightly more organized, I would have pulled up, the actual historical value and the historical significance behind 3, because I'm sure that it's there, and it's probably based in psychology on a number of levels. If you have not yet had a chance to listen to Monday's call with Carl, I would highly recommend that you download it. It is actually available on download. I don't know if they have the transcript up in your back office yet, but the call is up. If you subscribe to the podcast, it is downloadable. I listened to it yesterday or this morning. I guess it was yesterday. Very worth talking about, very worth listening to. And part of it is that he goes into the power of 3. And what he talks about, though, is doing a calendar for the month, for the last 3 months of the year. There's our 3 again. If you think about what we are tasked with and what we're asked to do every day as the 3 vital behaviors, we are asked to invite, invite, invite. And that's not just repeating invite one time, but it's 3 kinds of invitations. It's inviting people to be friends. It's inviting people to our challenge groups, and it's inviting people to coach. There's my daughter. The second vital behavior is be a product of the product. So we are asked to every day drink our Shakeology and do our workout and post about it. Let people know. This isn't the sort of thing that you can sort of say, oh no, I actually don't do that fitness stuff, but here, I really think you should, and it would be great for you. There are times that we can't work out, and there are programs for that. The Ultimate Reset is fantastic for 21 days of your body just needs a rest or needs to recuperate. Adam right now is going through a tough time with his shoulder. I've got knee issues. We modify workouts and we talk about the modifications that we do. So even if we're not doing something that's fully scripted as written, we're showing people how it's possible to take a workout that's there and make it our own. Drinking our Shakeology, dense nutrition certainly makes a difference for me. I know I'm packed for my trip tomorrow, and I've got my Shakeology, and I've got my greens boost, and I've got my energy boost. I'm not taking the fiber sweet, mostly because it's or not fiber sweet, but the fiber digestive boost. It's just too big a thing to put in my carry-on. But I'm fully planning on probably not being as good to myself nutrition-wise as I might normally be in New Orleans, but I'm going to take a shot of those greens every day and have my Shakeology every day. So that's my plan. And the third vital behavior is personal development. And personal development is certainly one that I know I had a hard time getting behind initially. And now I'm a total junkie. The Monday coach calls, the national wake up calls that's an example of personal development. What we're doing right now is an example of personal development. And so they're the 3 vital behaviors that we're asked to do as coaches every day. Carl took it a little bit of a step further and invited all of us. And he talks to you as if you're the only person he's talking to on the phone, even though he also did a live Facebook thing while he was doing it. I don't know if you can see that video on his Facebook page. I haven't had a chance to look. But he talks about the importance of inviting 3 people. And the invitations that you make this time of year is not easy. It's tough. This is a time of year when people are starting to put their pennies aside and save for holiday shopping. They're sort of saying, okay, the holidays are coming up. It's not the time to kick off a fitness program. Whether or not you want to tap into that and sort of say, I know for me personally, when I started doing P90X, however many years ago it was, my coach said, we'll do it. And I said, no, I'm going to do it in January. And then I thought, wait a minute. If I start it now, I'm going to be 2 months through P90X come January. I'd rather do that. I'd rather be there. So that's a way to think about that as well. But really, Carl talks about the seeds that you're planting. And he actually, I'm going to do a little bit of a screen share here. If I can put my fingers on it, and where did it go? Oh my, it has now disappeared, which is not very helpful. Never mind. I was going to try and share screen on that one.
It's down in the bottom, Nika. Do you see it? Just kind of move around. It should be down in the bottom of your window.
No, I can find, but I can't. I clicked the screen share thing. I can't find the screen that I wanted to share.
Oh.
So let me see if I can actually. There. Now I found it. So I can go here, and I'm going to share screen. If you would, why isn't it showing up? I don't get it. because it's right here. And so, oh, there it is. Okay. So the screen that I'm sharing with you, this is actually a calendar, speaking of calendars, that Carl has accessible for you if you go into your Coach back office. There are 3 months, and if you look, every single month and every single day has a space for you to write in 3 names. And the point behind what he's trying to have you do is to say, and you can see it, right? Not that you can see my hand going up there, but it says plant 3 seeds a day. Talk to people. Not talking to people about Beachbody, but what you're doing is you're planting seeds of relationships. You're getting to know people. You are finding people who you haven't connected with in a long time. The neighbor who you see every day when you're walking your dog. Stop and say hello and start a conversation. It's starting relationships that then will, as you continue those relationships and those conversations, if the goal of every conversation that you have is to have another conversation, at some point, probably more than 95% likely, the conversation is going to come around to, what do you do? Wow, you're looking great. What is it that you do? Do you ever want to go for a run or do a workout? The fitness is often, and wellness and health is often something that people do like to talk about, or they like to complain about it. You've got the idea and a way to plant seeds for things that may bear fruit, no pun intended, between now and Christmas. But certainly when December 26th comes around and people start saying, ooh, wait, the next thing up is New Year's. I got a goal. They will think of you if you have planted seeds, and you will have, if you start doing this now, I didn't do the math, but if you're going to have 200, well, let's see, 3 times 30, 90 times 3, 270. You have 270 names, 270 unique names of people with whom you have established a relationship and started a connection with, that probably a good portion of them will know that you are into health and fitness. If you set yourself as the expert, and remember, expert just means you're one step ahead of the person and where they are. But if you do that and you set up your 3 seeds a day, every day during the month of October, you will be absolutely helping people. You will be enriching your life and theirs with fun relationships and fun friendships. Who knows what they will bring into your life, and who knows what you will be able to bring into theirs. So this is the challenge, the request, the invitation from our CEO that was in the coach call on Monday. Plant 3 seeds a day. He's even giving you a tool with an interesting, fun little watermarked background of a field that's ready to be planted. And you can download this. It is in your back office. If you go to your back office and you look on the far right into the news and updates, and I'm going to try to figure out how to stop screen sharing, and that will be interesting. And how do I do that? Stop share. There I go. But if you go into your back office and you look in the news on the far right, it says news and events. And you look down, if you scroll down a little ways, you'll see the coach calls. And the national wake up calls, excuse me. And if you click on the one that says Carl, it'll take you to a link right to that calendar. So you have it at your fingertips. You can download it. You could print it if you want the hard copy. He gives you 3 months of it. So it tells you actually the day of the week and the whole calendar there. So there's a calendar. You could overlay your goals onto that calendar. You could say, all right, this is going to be a calendar that I've got. It's a way to remind you of the things that you are doing. Maria was great and shared a resource that she had found with a video, and I didn't have a chance to watch the whole thing. But there's actually a business activity tracker kind of thing called the Power of 3. And the idea behind it is you invite 3 people a day, you follow up with 3 people a day, you make friends with or strike up friendships with 3 people a day. And if you start to do that, you're going to have people in the pipeline. 3 doesn't sound that scary when you think about it. It doesn't sound that scary. It sounds very doable. Maybe you reach out to people who have said that they liked your like page. Maybe you reach out to a friend of a friend who you see has mentioned something or seen a picture on your page that friend has liked, and you might just pop on and say, hey, hi, Why you're friends with this person, love to chat. What are you up to? I mean, don't be freaky about it. But you can, it's not, most people are looking for connections. They're not looking to be sold to, just like none of us were ever looking to be sold to. But we are absolutely looking for connections. We're looking to make a difference in the lives of people we come into contact with, and we're looking for people to make a difference in our lives. Sometimes that's as simple as it's a smile that you pass on to somebody. And sometimes it goes deeper than that. But the magic of 3, the thing that's magical about 3, I think, if I'm doing non-scientific, non-historical, non-professorial, even though, because I look so much like a teacher with these glasses on, but the magic is that 3 is not scary. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3. There's something about odd numbers that actually is somehow good, but it's not tough, and they're easy. It's easy to remember. Okay, I'm not asking you to do 10 or 20, which would be so overwhelming you wouldn't even get started. 3, okay. I can do those 3 things a day. I can invite 3 people a day. And if I invited 3 people yesterday, maybe tomorrow I'm going to make sure that they got my invitation or I follow up with them. And it becomes a pipeline that you go through. If you have 3 goals, 3 is semi-scary, but totally doable. 3 goals, 3 people, 3 behaviors. Imagine making a difference for 3 people this month. That's pretty awesome. There is magic in 3. Take advantage of it. There you go.
That was awesome, Miss Nika. That was awesome. That was awesome. Any questions, you guys, for her? Anybody? I need to, you know what? And I feel I had told everybody to print out the calendar. Actually, use the one that Nika had prefaced or referred to, as far as the calendars, and because there's 3 of them. I totally believe in the magic of 3. Seriously do. I believe in the magic of 3. I believe in the magic of writing things down. I believe in the magic of goal setting. It works. I have a whiteboard and I write down people that I'm talking to that are in my mind are going to be coaches on my team. Honestly, you know, several of you have already been on there, and I had, when I made you a coach, I checked you off. So there's something really weird and magical about it when you write it down. You see it all the time. It's something that's always on your mind, and maybe not consciously as you go about your day, but subconsciously your actions are working towards that. So write it down, guys, and really focus on this, what Nika talked about. It works. It's like the tripod. Seriously, what's up with that? Tripod, it's like balance.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome. I recorded this, so that's good. No questions? Rami, any questions?
No, good information.
Isn't it?
I'm ready to get started soon, so that's
No,
good
wait,
information.
no, there's no soon. There's no soon. It's start.
Well, I have my coaching meeting tomorrow, but yeah, I'm ready. I can do the 3 contacts a day, and
Yeah.
I mean that sounds like,
Yep.
because you know I work in, yeah. So I think I can handle that with everything else I have going on.
If you quarter off your day, morning, noon, and night, 1 person, each section, so doable, so manageable, you know.
Yep.
And the magic of this, I think the one thing about this business, and I know some people, you know, accountability and all of that can be kind of scary, but when you see what you're doing and when you see what your actions have been, you get to that's why my accountability group, I had printed out what people had posted for their accountability in the past month. And I think it was kind of an eye-opening thing for a lot of people, because they got to see what they did and what they did towards their business and what they didn't do. So, you know, I think that the scary part about that group is that, you know, some people are thinking that they have to, you know, every day they have to have a ton of people that they're talking to. I think if you just have 3 that you focus your attention on, that's really manageable and not intimidating at all. And you have to continuously talk to people. You've got to continuously put people into that pipeline that Nika refers to, because otherwise your business will dry up.
Mhm.
It will dry up. Definitely will. You know, you don't talk to anybody. You don't talk. There's no way in hell. Pardon me, saying that, but there's no way in hell you go through your day and you don't talk to somebody. Seriously.
Right.
Adam, he probably talked to that guy to help him get his tire off, right?
Oh yeah, and the guy at the both auto parts store, and the guy that helped me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So see, it wasn't so bad.
But see, now if you had it in your head, 3 people, I'm going to talk to 3 people today, subconsciously, and it becomes a habit subconsciously. Those conversations that you had, you know, regarding your tire, it might have been something that you could have geared your conversation towards. You know what I mean?
Well, we actually did end up mentioning Beachbody because, you know, I hadn't seen him in I don't know, 4 months maybe, and he had gotten a new job by the last time I saw him, and then I told him I wasn't working at the hotel anymore, and I was doing Beachbody during the week, and then, you know, bartending on the weekends, and he was like, "Oh, Beachbody, I've seen Lindsay, she's getting ripped and blah, blah, blah," you know, and so we talked a little bit about it, and that's just how it worked. It was natural conversation, like, "What are you up to these days?" And, "Oh, Beachbody." It wasn't like I'm selling anything or whatever. It was just a conversation like you'd have, like, if I worked at, you know, the supermarket.
Yeah.
It was just the same idea.
We are not Amway. We don't go out and prospect. You know, the days of going to the grocery store or the mall to pass your card out and shake hands with strangers are long gone, hopefully. I know there's people that still do that, but we don't do that. Not our team. We want to keep it really organic. We want to keep it very friendly. We want to keep it just, you know, hey, you know, talking to you about a new restaurant, you know, just kind of like that, referring somebody to something that you know works. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Nika, were you going to say something?
I really don't talk to anybody during the day. I live in the sticks and I don't work.
You live in the
I
what?
talk to my dog.
So Rainey, then a suggestion to you is to look at, there are a lot of coaches, including some of the top coaches who have completely built their businesses on social media. And so following some of those, Amanda will have some tips and some ideas for you. But who am I thinking of? It's not Meg Wazinski. Who's
Mindy Wender.
Mindy Wender is a perennial top coach. You know, one of the top 10, top 20 coaches, and she lives in the sticks in a tiny little town in Michigan.
Who's the one that lives in rural Pennsylvania? Wasn't she the top coach this year?
That's Melanie Mitro.
Isn't she not necessarily in a big city
She
area?
lives in Mars. I don't know where that is in relation to
Right.
other places, but I know
Somewhere.
Mindy Wender talks, and actually, yeah, Melanie Mitro certainly talked about when she started, she kind of didn't have a Facebook presence at all, and now a lot of hers is on social media. So there is incredible training, Rainey, in the back office about social media and building your business on social media and how to use it. Janelle Summers did a great talk at Summit this summer that is actually on it, that's available in your back office. It's one of the trainings that's there. So just because you don't physically talk to people during the day, my challenge to you is then work on doing it on social media.
Wow.
Because there are lots of people out there who are very much looking for inspiration and hope and somebody to lead them in this.
Instagram has been actually pretty beneficial for me. Just doing those hashtags, but actually like legitimate hashtags and not like, you know, some ridiculous hashtags that a lot of people use on Facebook, but like, you know, like Beachbody or working out or, you know, like relevant hashtags, and then doing a Flex Friday hashtag with I'm working out or exercise or fitness or whatever hashtags. You actually get a lot of people to respond, and some of them are little robots and they whatever, but you'll actually get a couple people like, oh, what Shakeology? Oh, what workout are you doing? Oh, you know, whatever. And it's actually been, I've gotten a lot of people to roll over to Facebook because of Instagram. So
You know,
it might be something you can utilize too.
Mindy Wender built her business from Twitter. She did it. I remember the early days of Mindy Wender. I remember when she was just starting. And we were like, who the heck is this chick? And she was on Twitter. And that was when Shalene was very much into Twitter. And she was still using Facebook, but she looks at Twitter Instagram and those other outside social media platforms as sort of like your cocktail parties, and Facebook is your living room. You know? So you kind of talk to these people, you reach out to them, you meet them at these cocktail parties, so to speak, and then when you're getting into a really good conversation with them, then you invite them to your Facebook page, which is your living room.
That's a cool way to put that. I like that. It's a nice little visual comparison.
Yeah, but yeah, Mindy Wender created her business from Twitter. I remember her. She would do searches for specific topics, and she would get to know certain people that way. And when we say she lived out in the sticks, she lived out in the sticks. Where's that? Where's that?
It's the UP, the Upper Peninsula, the UP.
The UP.
Well, who lives out in this? This is Ramey. Wasn't the one that said I live out in the sticks, so I'm not sure who said that.
Oh, I thought
It was me.
it was Monica.
Okay.
Monica.
Sorry.
So Monica, grow your business on social media.
Yeah, Monica, grow it on social media.
Talk to Emily. She's got all kinds of tips for you.
You just, I mean, there are so many free training sessions and tools to get you more comfortable with, who did we lose? Emily. To get more comfortable with social media and become more familiar with the right way to use it, because you need to know what's going to turn off people and what's going to what's going to draw them to you. So definitely the biggest turn off I can say is for you to make a blast on Facebook and say, you know, buy from me. So I wouldn't do it. Have them get to know you. Have them get to know you.
Yep.
Okay, so that's cool, guys. I'm really enjoying this conversation. I wish there was more of our team was on here, but the important people are on here, and that's all that matters. So, did we lose M?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I recorded this, so this is good. I'm going to post it up on. I only recorded from your section, Nika.
Okay. Me and Mike.
Post your business goals. Don't forget, Ramey. That includes you too, girlfriend.
I have 2 of them so far.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we have to do a snapshot.
You got it, Adam?
No, I'm on Lindsay's computer. I don't know how to do it on here.
Ooh. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nika.
All right, are we ready? Everybody
Wait.
What?
It's too small for me.
Hey, Lindsay, get in here. Lindsay, get in here. 1, 2, 3, smile. Got it.
Thanks for getting on this call, guys. It's really important. I love you all. We have a wonderful team. Emily, you missed the picture.
Okay, no, I'll do it again.
Okay,
again.
ready?
Okay.
It booted me out.
So,
Oh.
Lindsay,
Another one, ready?
I'm going to do another one. Ready? Well, hold on a second. I have to do the whole,
Wait, I think
get the whole thing. Okay, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, yay! Got it. Okay.
Ramey, you look wonderful. So you look good. You're really photogenic.
I know. I look great, don't I? I'm glad. I look so good.
Yes, you do. You really do.
Powerhouse, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
And I will upload the. I'm going to put this onto our Concrete Nation channel. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to share it and share those business goals, guys.
Deal.
Thank you. Hey, Nika, have a safe trip tomorrow.
Yeah, be safe. Have fun.
And
have fun.
stop getting all those beads. Girl,
Yeah.
I saw all those beads you had.
Not doing beads. I don't do
Get
beads.
the really big ones.
I don't do beads.
No, like, were you on the call? You had like this whole bunch of beads. I was like, Nika.
Those are her necklaces.
They were necklaces.
I
I had
know.
5 necklaces that I was
Oh, I
holding.
thought they were beads. I was like, wow, Nika, I didn't know that about you.
I have my beads stashed away from my previous life.
My white dress from Summit is coming out this weekend.
And
All
you can
right.
wear it with your boots.
I think it's going to be too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
That may not be Nolan style, but.
Yeah. We're going to have a good time. And I am totally eating beignets and coffee. So
Heck yeah.
I need to go to New Orleans. I've never been.
I've never really been,
Beignets are so good.
I'm kind of excited. So
Awesome.
Anyway.
Awesome.
all right, yeah, but
All right,
our flight, we
guys.
have to leave the house at 5:15 tomorrow. So
Cool. Well, have fun. Get some
Thank
sleep.
you.
And
Yeah.
See you
Love
guys.
you guys.
sleep's
Bye.
totally overrated. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.